Dear friends, we all know that Shakespeare is a great dramatist. At the same time, Shakespeare is also a great poet. Shakespeare has contributed to the world of English poetry two narrative poems and 154 sonnets. Venus and Adonis and Lucrece are two narrative poems that Shakespeare has contributed to 16th century English poetry. The two narrative poems deal with the intrigue, intricacy, love, sex and lust and so many other social evils. Along with these two narrative poems, Shakespeare wrote 154 sonnets. Each of his sonnets are grouped into different categories considering the theme of the sonnets. Shakespeare's sonnets deal with friendship, love, hatredness, jealousy, sex, politics and what not. His 154 sonnets, along with being dedicated to the subjects like friendship, hatredness, love, also deal with his own love for a dark lady. Shakespeare, in some of his sonnets, tries to reveal his love for a dark lady without disclosing who the lady is. Among all his sonnets, one of the sonnets, that is sonnet number 116, stands as a unique sonnet dealing with the subject matter of love. Shakespeare's sonnets are usually not titled, they are numbered, and sonnets are identified by the numbers. Generally, the first line of the sonnet is taken as a title, but Shakespeare's sonnet 116 that deals with love is generally not titled even by the first line. The sonnet 116 deals with Shakespeare's idea of true love. He characterizes the nature of true love without being personal, sending a universal message to the world. He speaks about the true love. Shakespeare, first of all, tells that there shouldn't be a hurdle or an obstacle to the marriage of true minds. He writes, "Let me not admit impediments to the marriage of true minds." At the same time, Shakespeare gives us a beautiful, impressive line by writing that love is not love that alters when it finds alteration. A true love cannot be separated from a beloved or cannot escape the honest love of a person, and that cannot be tempted by any kind of attraction, wealth or money or power. The true love never bends with the remover to remove. Shakespeare writes that a love is not love that bends with the remover to remove. It is a stagnant, it is an ever fixed thing in the heart of human beings. True love is an ever fixed mark that always looks beyond the tempests. A true love will not be defeated by any kind of tempest or calamity or confusion in this world, and it is always able to swim across those tempests without collapsing anywhere. A true love is always inspired by the example of what Shakespeare calls as a star to every wandering bark. A true love always guides the world like an ever shining star in the sky. Even though we don't know what is the value of the star, we all know that what is the height of the star. The star that always shines from a vast sky makes us look at the sky, and we are always made to look forward and upward, never turning back to the life. That is the greatness of the star. And true love is like such a shining star that always leaves its light to the whole world. Shakespeare, in the second half of his sonnet, tells that love is not time's spool. Any kind of attraction by color or by money or by youth or by charm will not make a true love change. Love is not time's pool, though rosy lips and cheeks within his bending sickle's compass come. Shakespeare calls this rosy lip or cheek or attraction as a sickle, compares it to the sickle. A sickle that cuts the grass, whatever comes in its purview. And love is not such a time's spool to cut off the precious love in the name of charm or attraction or temptation. A true love never alters with a brief attraction or brief acquaintance or days or weeks of friendship. A love cannot change so easily if it is true love. A true love bears out all the dangers or even the doom or the edge of doom. Shakespeare is so confident that if whatever he said is wrong, people can think that Shakespeare never wrote such a sonnet. And if that is proved, whatever he said is wrong, people can take for granted that Shakespeare never wrote such a sonnet or never ever lived or loved. That shows that Shakespeare is so confident of his words when he sent a message to the world in the form of the sonnet. The true love that is always universal according to Shakespeare, in being constant and never changing from one person to another, is what makes him so confident and ever meaningful to this world. Shakespeare believes that a true love is beyond that physical attraction and that is beyond that time, which goes forever with the human heart, enriching the emotions of human beings. Thank you.